Hello, I'm Teacher Ivan from WUNNA Educational Services. We are still looking at quadratic equations. Today we are looking at how we form quadratic equations from the given roots. We have examples which says form quadratic equations using the given roots. Our first roots are 3 and -1. So how do we form quadratic equation from the given roots? From the general equation, which is ax squared plus bx plus c equals 0, we can divide throughout by the coefficient of x squared, so that we end up with x squared plus b over ax plus c over a equals to 0. And when we consider this, the sum will be the coefficient of x, which is b over a, and the product will be the constant, which is c over a. And therefore we come to a conclusion that it is x squared plus the sum times x plus the product equaling to 0, if we consider this. And therefore, since we are given the roots, we shall get the sum of the roots as 2. So we substitute here with the sum 2. We get also the product as -3 and substitute here with the product. Hence, if we substitute for the sum and the product, we end up with x squared plus 2x plus -3 equaling to 0. Plus and a minus gives us a minus. So our final equation will be x squared plus 2x minus 3 equals to 0. That is how we form quadratic equation when we are given roots. Let us look at one more example. In our second example, the roots are 1/2 and -5. So we can get the sum and the product, then we feed in our equation. Or this time round, we are using another technique, which is also very simple. Since we have the roots, that means that these are the values of x that were obtained after solving the quadratic equation, which we now want. And that means that x was either 1/2 or -5. Therefore, when we take 1/2 on this side, we get x minus 1/2 equaling to 0. When we take -5 this side, we get x plus 5 equaling to 0. So when we multiply these two, we get 0. We now expand this and simplify to end up with the x squared plus 9 over 2x minus 5 over 2 equaling to 0. So when we multiply throughout by 2, we shall end up with 2x squared plus 9x minus 5 equaling to 0 as our quadratic equation. So those are the two ways of how we can get a quadratic equation when given the factors. Thank you. We meet next time.